When you're planning out a video strategy for your business, it's easy to get overwhelmed and either not take action as a result or take the wrong action, which fails to get results. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 7 questions you need to be asking yourself before you produce a video for your business to ensure that the video that you create is going to return on the investment and grow your business. Let's go. G'day guys, I'm Ben Amos from Engage Video Marketing, and I'm a video strategist with over 7 years experience working specifically with businesses large and small to create effective video strategies to grow their business. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a simple overview of what I call my 7 elements to effective online video strategy. And we could go super deep into every single one of these elements, but what I'm going to share with you in this video is just 7 simple questions that you can ask yourself so that you can be more strategic with the videos that you're creating for your business. And the critical paradigm shift, I guess, here is that production, or how you actually produce the video, is actually the last question that you need to ask yourself. And that's where so many people get bogged down. So let's dive into my 7 questions for an effective video strategy for your business. Here we go. Okay, so the first question you need to be asking yourself is, who is the intended audience for this video? Every video that's created for a business, or any video, is created for someone. It's intended to reach a particular audience. Even though it's your business creating it, you're creating it for someone. So you really need to know who that someone is. It's a good idea to think of the person that you're creating this video for as an ideal customer for your business, and either create a imaginary real person that you're creating this video for who is your ideal customer, or actually think in your mind of someone who has been your ideal customer in the past and create this video for them. Critically, you need to understand why they would want to watch this video. Not why you want to create this video for them, but why they would want to watch this video. So that's the first question to ask yourself. Question number 2 is, what is the business goal for this video? Any video that's created for a business needs to be aligned to some kind of an outcome that's going to make sense for your business, to move the needle in some way. So here you want to be getting clear on what do you want that ideal audience to think, feel, or do after they've watched this video. That becomes the goal for the video. Is this video intended to raise awareness of your brand, build credibility of you as an expert, encourage trust with your ideal customer, or encourage a click through to a website to take some sort of action there, or even to make a sale? When you get clear on the goal for your video, you can be much more strategic about how you create that video, and the rest of the video strategy we're going to break down in the following questions. So the next question you want to ask yourself is, what is the content that is going to be shared in this video? And critically, the content, or what is the substance of the video, needs to be related to the answers you've already come up with for the previous 2 questions. It needs to be relevant and valuable to the audience, question number 1, and it needs to align to the business goal of this video, which was question number 2. For any video, you need to really understand the value that's going to be shared, or the idea that's going to be exchanged within the content of your video. You want to be providing value to your audience, entertaining, informing, educating, inspiring. There needs to be a reason why someone is going to watch this video, and you need to be clearly understanding the value that you're going to impart through the video that you're sharing. Remember that it's not about you, it's about the value that you're going to be sharing with that ideal audience member of that video. How's it going to make their life better by spending a few minutes watching your video? Question number 4 is, where are you going to distribute this content? You see, when you're thinking strategically about creating a video, it's important before you ever create the video to understand the platform that you're going to distribute this video on. And I recommend that you decide on a primary distribution platform first. So is this video created for YouTube primarily? Is it created for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, IGTV? When you get clear on the primary distribution platform for your video, you can be much more strategic about how you actually create the content. The platform is going to inform the style of the content, the style of delivery in the video, whether it's informal or more professional, more relaxed or more creative and storytelling driven. All of these decisions about how you produce the video are actually going to be informed by the distribution channel that this video is intended for. Don't forget here to consider possible repurposing options for your video as well. So you can create a video that's designed for a primary distribution channel, but then think creatively about how you can repurpose that video for other distribution channels as well. Maybe it's making slight variations or shorter cut down versions of the video. All of this is part of the decision making you need to make before you create the video when you're being strategic about your video marketing. All right, and question number 5 is, how are you going to optimize this video in order for it to be seen by the right people? And when we talk about video optimization, I don't want you to get bogged down in technical stuff here, but there's really 2 things at play. Number 1 is the algorithm that controls whether or not your video actually gets shown to the people that you're intending to see it. And the second thing is the audience itself, which is recognizing that even if your ideal audience sees your video, they may not click play on your video. And even if they click play on your video, they may not actually watch enough of your video to get the transfer of information that you want to pass on in this video. So when you're optimizing your videos, you need to look at how you can do things to your videos on the platforms that you're going to be distributing them on in order to maximize the exposure and impact of your videos on those platforms. Some of the key ways to think about this for algorithm optimization is thinking about how are people going to search and find your videos in the first place. So maybe you do some keyword research. Maybe you spend some time thinking about the distribution platform you're sharing this video on and think about how are people using that platform and how is your video going to show up on that platform so that it makes sense for the viewer. And when it comes to audience optimization, I want you to think most importantly about how you're going to hook the viewer in those opening seconds. So what are you going to do in your video to get them to pay attention right from the opening seconds and then to watch the video for a suitable duration in order to impart the information that you want to share. So this comes down to structuring your videos or the energy in your videos or the way that you edit your videos. Making decisions about all of these things is part of a critical strategic decision-making process before you press record on the camera. Number 6 is, how are you going to measure the results to determine whether or not your video is even successful? And what we're talking about here is really understanding the metrics that matter for your particular video. And when you're deciding on the metrics to pay attention to, don't just think about the obvious ones like views. How many views did your video get? But think instead about maybe its retention rates or how long someone watched your video for. Or maybe it's more important to you to measure the click-through to your website or measure the sales conversion rates or how it impacted on people actually adding products to a cart, for example. So spend some time here to determine what metrics are you going to pay attention to determine whether the video has been successful in achieving the outcome that you wanted the video to achieve. And the last question to ask, question number 7, is how will you actually produce the video? What is the method and style of production for your video? And it's important that you consider this last, because the answers that you came up with to the previous 6 questions that we've been through is going to inform how you actually should be approaching the production of the video. So whether it's a DIY type video, whether you shoot it on your iPhone as you're walking down the street, or whether you hire a production company and invest bigger budget into this video, whether it's a live video or whether it's a pre-recorded video, can it be done as a longer form webinar or should it be a 30-second infographic or animation? All of these production decisions should be made as a result of the answers that you've already made to the previous 6 questions. So my friends, by considering answers to each of these 7 questions that I've run you through in this video, you're going to be way more strategic with your video marketing than 99% of other videos produced by businesses. And therefore your video is more likely to be set up to return on that video investment and actually get results for your business, which after all is exactly why you're doing it in the first place. And if this video has been valuable to you, I'd love you to hit that subscribe button and then the bell so that you get each new video as it drops here on the channel. I'm Ben Amos from Engage Video Marketing, and I'm here to help you engage your ideal audience to action through effective video marketing strategy. Watch this video next, and I'll see you over there then.